Right, we're live. So I'm going to post the link to this.
Yeah. Are you turning it around?
Yeah, of course. So if you go on to @Cubs JCR on YouTube and then post the link on the story, and then we'll do that. Is that all right? Oh, wait, I can send you the... Have you got the link?
No, I'm still trying to log in.
I'll send you the link on Facebook.
I don't think the login details will be counted.
No, don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine. Right, okay. Good form.
Have you posted it? We need to text you about
Hello? Hello and welcome. Sorry for the delayed start. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Louise and I use she, her pronouns. I'm a JCR chair for this year, and basically that means every few weeks you'll see me sit at the front running through motions, and Rory will be doing elections. So the way we're going to conduct the JCR meetings, for all of you new people that haven't been before, that's not what I meant to say. I meant to say, welcome to all our new faces. It's lovely to have you all here, and I'm excited for what's going to be a great year already. Also, hello to all the returners who have to be here, obviously. But you love it really, don't we all? So the way we're going to start is we're going to start with some reports. So basically, all key individuals within the JCR, from exec to head rep, are going to give a quick rundown about what's been happening with them and their role over the last couple of months. We have potentially some correspondence. We then have some motions to go through. So this is where we create new societies and change how the JCR runs. We'll then have a break to fill up on drinks and go to the toilet, followed by a free raffle. And by being in the room, you automatically get a free raffle ticket. I'll then pass over to my incredible SRO, Rory, who'll be taking you through all of the JCR elections. We have both Method 1 and Method 2 elections running this evening, where Method 1 you'll have to campaign post-election, whereas if you're thinking of how to get involved tonight, we have a few positions up for grabs, where you need no preparation or prior experience. You'll need to just run on the spot and do a woman and ask and answer some questions. But all will become clear in due time. If anyone's thinking of running or has any questions, then please come find me or Rory and we'll be happy to help. Does this sound good? Woo! Right, so the first section of the meeting, I'm going to call upon some of the exec and the other officers to read their reports. Let's start with Dan. Dan Dan's going to have 1 minute and everybody else is going to have 30 seconds. I'm not afraid to cut you off because I don't want to be here all night like the rest of you.
Suddenly I'm very scared. So hi guys, I'm Dan, I'm the president of the society, pronouns are he, him. So this month, well, this last 2 months, I met with the executive at the very beginning of my time as president, with a fair few JCR officers as well. I attended the alumni weekend ages ago, been in contact with the Alumni Association as well, to see what plans we have for the rest of the year. I was elected as this year's President's Committee Chair, and also the SU's JCR representative, meaning I do get a seat at Assembly and can voice your opinions even louder at the university. Prescom's had weekly meetings, we've met with members of Team Durham, we've met with members of the Senior Management and Housing Division of the University, and we're meeting with members of the SU, Dan Lonsdale and Eleanor, to talk about housing and memorandums of understanding, which is all just waffle, don't worry about it. I also set up a subcommittee of Prescom to discuss the future of welfare at Durham University and how the university has to act in terms of the University Mental Health Charter that came out this last year. So our senior welfare officer Louise is actually sitting on that, which is a great new forum for us to get our voice out there. We had our first Pres forum with Jeremy Cook, which was interesting. We talked about the subscription of Durham University this year, with over 200 freshers not being offered college rooms this year. And then we also talked about formal prices for the rest of the year as well as what came to be the campaign that was Feed the Freps. Thank you guys if you get involved if you're prepping this year. And then, yeah, we had our first board of trustee meetings, attended college induction. Freshers Week actually happened and went really well. So much. Yeah, we other than the fact that our rodeo sheep did trip a fuse and therefore kind of exploded a little bit, but that was good fun. More members than ever who had no volunteering experience joined in with prepping this year, which is exactly what we wanted to come out of this year, having volunteers who had no experience, feel comfortable in the JCR. We decreased the price of our club entry and non-club entry wristbands, and we got around 90 to 95% of levy intake this year, which is absolutely huge. I've done 2 rentals to Mary's and John's, gathering about £900 of income from the assets that we own. Michaelmas ball planning is ahead. Venue is booked, date is secured, keep clear the 4th of December. And then I've also been to our summer ball venue as well. And we're in the process of booking that now, actually the final prices come through, which is very, very exciting. And then I also ran, with Mildred's president, a tech register, so we could cut down about £600 of the cost that we spend on all of our JCR events out of house. And that means that we've saved a massive amount on Nicholas Ball and can keep our tickets as low as possible. I think that's basically it, other than working with Caleb and staff as well, to make sure that we have our budgets ready for when SocialCom gets elected, which is very, very exciting. If you're interested in that, make sure you talk to Victoria about that. But other than that, I think that's everything for now. It's been a hell of a 2 months, but we made it past Freshers Week.
Next we have Caleb.
That was way more than a minute.
Yeah, it was 3.
Yeah, I thought so. I will keep this like really short. Please read your agendas to see the full reports or the minutes after I publish them, which I've been doing. Oh my gosh. Created the JCR handbook, which people read and told me they read, which was really exciting. I'm looking at my report now. Basically, I've been here ridiculously early. I got here like 6 weeks ago, and then I just spent a lot of time in the exec office with Dan, doing a lot of the things that he said and sitting there beside him, which was really, really lovely. I'm helping to organize the MGRs, and we're hopefully going to get a POC rep at some point. People have expressed interest in that. I also prepped, which was awesome. So I would hugely recommend to all the fresh who are here, who've had a fantastic Freshers Week, to get involved next year in prepping, because it is brilliant. We helped select the vice presidents for the fashion show, so that's coming up. I missed the first trustee meeting, and I won the loss of Guinness Cups bar that celebrated the cheaper frog. Thank you.
Next we have Saf, the treasurer.
Hi everyone, my name's Saf and I'm the treasurer. So I did the budget for Freshers Week with Dan and Caleb. We've done the budget for Michaelmas Ball. and we paid for the venue, like Dan said. I created the information leaflet about the JCR levy that you might have been emailed. And we sold lots of levies on the carousel, sold out of Freshers Week wristbands. Applications for assistant treasurer are now out. I've got a few applications so far, but the deadline is Wednesday. So if you head on over to Cuds JCR Instagram, the link's in the bio. And I've just set up like payroll, because now the JCR pay Dan and stuff like that, and the other day reps as well. And yeah, just set up all like the management accounts, paid some invoices, done some reclaims, and I talked to Hatfield Treasurer about the Wildcats Cheer Club. But yeah, that's everything.
Next, you have acting PGM Press, Sarah McAllister.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I use she, her pronouns, so I spent the majority of the summer organising PG Freshers Week and putting together the handbook. Sorry, I've got Freshers flu, so like, I'm really busy. The last couple of weeks have been manic. We held a range of events. I honestly couldn't have done it without the prep, so thank you to all of them who helped. The Inter-MCR Club quiz I also coordinated, and a Cuds team won, so we regained the title of that. And then we also have PG College Final Night next Friday, and PGM.com applications are out. And someone please take my job.
Next, we have the Society Librarian, James Bamford. He'll also be doing the trustee report.
So basically the library was taken over for prepping, so I need to go clean it. That's what I've got. The applications are open, so please apply. We've already got loads, and we want so many more because the library is the only fully student-run library in all of the uni. Hell yeah! So basically, please get involved. It's a great way to give back, and looks great in your CV. This is what I told everyone at Freshers Fair.
It's like far back.
Oh god. Oh, so trustees. So I was actually elected the exec trustee at the start of the holidays, and then I was asked to be the acting vice chair, which meant I was running around putting the agenda together very last minute. But I know what I'm doing now, so that's very good. We had the first board meeting of the year. Basically talked about the start of his presidency, the financials, nominated people to the board, set up the first meeting to the exec trustee membership, and then set a date for the next one in November. So.
Next, we have Senior Welfare Officer Louise Newbury, but she's not here, so Cara's going to do it.
So Louise had a very busy summer. She made the welfare handbook from scratch. She stock checked the welfare room, she made enough condoms and stuff for Lou for Freshers Week. We worked closely with the Freshers Week task force with Dan, Caleb, and everyone to make a plan training, welfare provisions for Freshers Week, and interview preps. Introduced the team on Instagram, ran the consent workshops very successfully, trained MGRs so they could hold drop-ins, had discussions with the bar steward to ensure welfare provisions are up to date in the bars, had meetings with college to discuss plans for welfare throughout the year, and Freshers Week was a huge success. Louise worked so hard during it. The welfare corner and tea and toast was good. Shout out to the other welfare officers, and also welfare campaigns applications are open, so please all apply. It's the best team in the entire JCR. It's amazing. We got to do it. So, thank you.
Next, we have Sports and Socks Chair Oscar Watson, but he's not here, so I'm going to do it. So he organised the Freshers Fair, ensuring every society gets fair representation, provided support in forming the exec of multiple societies who ran no elections last year, compiled a complete list of members of every exec, entered teams into the DU Sport League, booked trials and taster slots for any sport who requested one, with the goal of creating a set day for people to try as many Cuds sports as possible, aided in finding multiple sports and societies a venue for weekly gatherings and practice, ran the Team Cuds social media, putting on introductory posts for each of the sports teams, reposting content and circulating the plan for Freshers Fair and the taster slots, and ran the sports day during Freshers Week. Next, we have the social comm chair, Victoria Conrad. My time? Yeah, I got it. I've got a minute. Okay, but I think.
role of social chairman, main efforts have gone into planning and facilitating Freshers Week alongside the Freshers Team Task Force. I want to say a really big thank you to all the Freps who got involved. You guys, really, the week couldn't have happened without you. Equally, the Freshers Task Force, I relied on you guys so much and I really do appreciate it a lot. So I think it was a really excellent event because we actually sold out of clubbing wristbands, which I think is the first time ever. So that's a pretty big achievement. That's kind of mainly what I've been focused on, but over the past few weeks we started to look at other events as already mentioned. We've got our Michaelmas Ball Day book and so on, and we're also bringing back Oktoberfest this year, so keep an eye out for that. And application social committee should be coming out tomorrow, probably after 11 a.m. because I'm not an early morning person. And yeah, please ask me if you have any questions about it. We're looking for a really wide range of people. Marketing, really creative people. If you are good at art or you like Canva in particular, because that's what I'm looking for, please get involved. Equally, so many logistical operations, and it's really fun because you get 30% off all cuts events.
Next, we have the publicity officer, Thea Kay. Hello, I'm Thea, and I go by she, her pronouns. I've basically just spent a lot of time on Canva and on my phone. So I've been running other social media accounts during Freshers Week, and on the lead up to Freshers Week, making sure you guys know who the Freps are, you knew what was going on. I've set up Cuffs TikTok, I designed the Freps and the Freshers stash, and I've set a date for stash drop, and that is going to be the 14th of October, so save the date. And I'm going to start working on Cuffs News beginning next week, so if anyone's interested in that, come in and say hi. Next we have Outreach Chair Evie Beige.
Hi, my name's Evie. Over the summer, I tidied up the class outreach Instagram account. I made the International Day of Charities post, which got so much positive engagement, so thank you so much to everyone who got involved with that. I've started contacting the bar at college about the first outreach campaign to twin Cats Bar toilet. We need to raise at least 60 quid, so please look out for the campaign coming soon. I had the best time prepping, so shout out to Team Jones. I attended Freshers Fair and I created the Outreach Com application, which is ready to be posted soon.
Next is mine. So I created the meeting handbook, so if anyone wants to read it, it should be on the website soon, or we do have a couple of in-person handbooks. I took over CAST JCR elections with Rory, and I've been advertising positions, and it seems to be working. I finalised the meeting dates for this term, so you can find them on the Instagram. I held GovCom on Friday, I prepped and had a stall at Freshers Fair. I pushed for people to apply for various positions, which was successful, as we only have PGM Pres and POC rep left to elect. And I tried to encourage people to run for GovCom positions available tonight. There's one stall and 3 JROs, so please do consider running. Next, we have the SU and Livers Out rep, Luke Birch.
Hi, I'm Luke. My pronouns are he, him. Basically, doing a lot for kind of Livers Out at the moment, working on the Livers Out handbook, which you can find on cuffs.com. I've been working with the university about all the freshers who haven't got accommodation and helping them out with their housing seminars. I'm also engaging with MODA, Livers Out, their secondary committee, so I'm doing that as well. Prepping, which is great fun, very tired and ill. And I've also been working with Hannah Hastings for the housing campaign with Wildfest. Keep an eye on that on the Instagram. And also SUCOM members are, you can run for that tonight. So if you've got any questions in the break, please come and ask me about that.
I'm now going to invite someone from CommsCom to come and do the CommsCom report. So anyone from CommsCom volunteering? It's on my laptop if you want.
Okay, I'm Ralph, so I'm working class rep, he, him. I'll start with my report, obviously. I held my event, which was attended, so that's quite good. literally was talking to freshers, saying like, I do exist, I am a thing. I made a post, I'd like to make more, but prepping's quite busy. It's a great time though, great time everybody. Yeah, I'm also talking to the other college, like equivalent working class reps, trying to like organize something there. And also like trying to do like a society soon, maybe, look out for that, working class students. I'll move over to the LGBTQ plus rep report, which is our esteemed Sarah Toki. It's on this as well. Yeah. So they kicked off LGBT SOC with a paint night, and there was a lukewarm attendance. That's pretty good. Scroll down on this, right? Okay, cool. Also helped promote her gay bar night. Oh, that's Mary. Oh, right, Mary then. Okay, we helped Mary promote gay bar night at the library. It'll be on Monday nights, and there'll be a themed event, so you best be there. Also feeling pretty good about LGBT SOC overall. There's a bar crawl in the works, so again, look out for that. Then we have SWD rep, which is our esteemed Charlie J. So did Freshers Week, it's a bit of a challenge, but we helped with early arrivals programs for the autistic students. There was an event that was held. Matriculation also helped out with students with disabilities for that. We'd love to hear that. More matriculation stuff, it's quite the challenge, but we did that. Some Instagram posts are also up, so follow the Students with Disabilities Instagram. Then we've got the local students rep, our esteemed Mary. There's the Instagram local students rep Instagram, make sure to check that out. There's a few posts, introductions. There was a coffee morning for local students, which did not have any attendance, unfortunately. But going forward, there's definitely going to be some. So just like, any local students, point them towards Mary's way. Also prepped, but there was not a single local student, unfortunately. And that's it for CommScout. Thank you, everybody.
Next, you have the international rep, Harrington. You've got a minute.
Basically, first part, it's just me, did stuff. I want to thank Dan, Matilda, Sarah, Task Force, all the reps helping out. We have one of the most successful International Freshers Week. Most attendance. And the rest of them just, I did stuff. So I'll keep it short. International Committee, application open, deadline this Friday. You don't have to be an international student to join. You can be a home student and still join. You're just here helping out our community here. Plan for the rest of the term. We are pushing forward the study buddy scheme this year to late October to early November. Continue to be in collaboration with CUF's development and a possible pitch of CUF's International Committee and the POC rep of having a panel discussion on people of color identity and experience in Durham and here at CUF. So I do hope POC rep do get elected next time. And we'll continue to do informative festival campaign posts on Instagram with works from the International Committee. So if you're interested in doing that, join it. It's in our Instagram link tree. Do join that!
And finally, we have the head rep, Matilda Bates.
Hello. As expected, I'm deeply tired and deeply unwell. I realised when I sat down to write my reports, I actually can't remember what I've been doing for the last 3 months, but generally anything Freshers Week would have been done by me, Dan, Louise or Victoria. Very glad how it went. Finally learned how to use Excel. We had open days in September. They also went well. It was very nice, a lot more chill than last year. And then looking forward, it will be the next batch of open days for undergrads are in Epiphany, I don't know the dates, and then also looking at working more with
the postgrad open days to take some work off Sarah McAllister's plate.
If anyone wants to read the full reports, then they're all in the agenda. Next normally we have correspondence from Jack Simmons, but he is not here. So we're now going to move on to the motion section of the meeting. The way this works, for those of you who haven't been here before, I will invite the person who has wrote the motion to come up and explain it. There'll then be a chance to ask any questions that you might have. I'll then ask if you have any amendments. So if there's anything you'd like to change, we'll vote on the amendment and then we will vote on the motion again. And that being said, Caleb, do you want to come up first?
Okay, so I am losing my voice, but this is going to be so hype. This is the updated social media election rules motion. Basically, for those who are new here, you will have no idea why this is matters, but it does. So our social media rules briefly mentioned Facebook profile pictures before. We're getting rid of that. The other thing is that we are going to make reference to Be Real, group chats, and TikTok because the rules just don't cover those properly. So we're repealing 3.3.1.2, which is the one about the profile pictures, and we're amending 3.3.5. Look at the agendas, please. But I'll tell you the change. The change is basically that you cannot use sports and societies, group chats, and Facebook pages to advertise an election. Personal and unofficial group chats may be used, but can't endorse any particular candidate, and any freshers group chat may not be used. And then we're ordering that if you use stories to campaign, you have to include a link on both posts, and it must not include any new information if you use an extra story, and only include approved campaign material. And must be posted with reference to other candidates. Be Real may be used, but only as a reminder to vote, not as self-promotion. TikTok may be used for a candidate's additional material, but must be posted with the Google Drive link created by the SLO. We had a really long meeting last year. You're lucky you missed that one, but it was like hours long, and that last bit was decided in it and then never added to our orders. So that's that. Any questions?
Wait, that's fine.
Oh.
Does anyone have any questions on the motion? Does anyone have any amendments on the motion? Does anybody have any opposition to the motion? Can we pass this motion on a general aye? Aye.
Yeah.
The next motion is also done by Caleb.
Yay, and it's another election one. It's the additional material loophole motion. So in that really long meeting before, we added the additional material, but we didn't set it with any rules. So I'm the fun person who created rules for it. There is nothing stopping a candidate using their additional material as a second manifesto to avoid having to share their competition's manifesto. So we've amended that the one additional audio, visual, or video campaign material must be distinct from a candidate's manifesto and include no new information.
Does anyone have any questions on this motion? Any amendments to the motion? Any opposition to the motion? Can we pass this motion on a general aye?
Aye.
Woo.
Thank you.
Next we have Sarah McAllister speaking about the PG welfare rep motion.
Hi, so yeah, this is a pretty simple change. Essentially, PG welfare currently is a method 2 position, meaning it gets elected within a JCR meeting, but we want to move that to application. It was one of the only positions last year on PGM.com that remained unfilled. I'm so sorry if you can hear the wheezing because I can hear it. And we got told anecdotally, myself and Dan, that the reason no one ran for it was because it was run in a JCR meeting. So we would rather it get filled than make people hust. So that's the whole rationale.
Does anyone have any questions on this motion? Any amendments? Any opposition? Can we pass this motion on a general aye? Aye. Next we have Rory Ford talking about motion rethinking the role of stool.
Oh, it's on your laptop.
Right, essentially, still is a really important role. We've been elected tonight. But if you look at the standing orders prior to potentially tonight to get passed, the stool was doing some kind of pointless roles, for want of a better term. It's literally, we're just getting that one of the pointless ones out. So keeping a board of statistics during the JCR meeting, we had no clue what that meant. Then yeah, we would like the stool to support the publicity manager, any other relevant bodies in the management of the live stream of JCR meetings. Set up streaming, managing and archiving. Yeah, that's it.
Does anyone have any questions? Wait. Yes, George?
In the current rules of schools, you have to act as a school. Is that staying on?
Yeah, that's in the JCR meeting. That's one of the questions.
Is that staying?
Yeah. We're only getting rid. If you read what the JCR appeals, that's the only bit we're getting rid of.
Is that necessary? Do we need that
Yeah.
to still be there?
Yeah. Any other questions? Any amendments to this motion? Any opposition to this motion? Can we pass this motion on a general eye?
Aye.
This is going well quick today. Next we have Cut's karaoke sock proposal. Can I do it all? Right. So basically, the motion is there's currently no karaoke society in college or in the JCR, so they want to create a karaoke society. Does anyone have any questions? Not that I can answer the question. Yes, George?
It says in there that there are spots in town that are expensive. What are the spots they're looking at utilising? Because it will have a fee for them to utilise.
No idea. I'm not running karaoke society.
This is like using Brooks Bar, but again, that will come with the capacity of Brooks Bar and when they use it. So, just like if it's like to run the society, like when are they booking out Brooks Bar, the people know it's going on, and if they are going to use those spaces outside, then you know the fee of where they use it.
No idea. It's not my motion, so I couldn't tell you.
Good question. Budget.
They'd have to apply for budget. Does anyone have any other questions that I could actually answer? Yes.
What do you go to karaoke song?
Something like Celine Dion. My heart will go on.
We get it.
Absolutely not. Any amendments to this motion?
George. Yeah, sort of, because we don't know whether it's going to be physically able to run. Like, they haven't got a budget, they don't know how they're going to do it. Yeah, but exactly, but like this isn't an expensive thing. Like, have they got an idea of how expensive it's actually going to be? They're all like realistic like options here. Like,
When will they apply for their budget?
the fact that he's not turned up is just pretty like stop.
There was a karaoke society and it ran previously, it just died in the pandemic, so it was viral.
Yes, Ruth.
Questions I need not this is not conclusive valid question.
Well, as a member of class staff, I request that they do not run a daily bar. It's really, really annoying when they're singing and really.
Well, you'd have to speak to the pres, not me.
We have access to it.
So can a rugby team play rugby in the bar? The fact that they're not here, I don't know if we can pass it. Like, surely their ability has to be here to set this society up, no?
Do I?
Let's do both.
Eyes closed, eyes shut. So, does anybody have any opposition to this motion? George, do you have opposition to this motion? Okay, as George has opposition to this motion, okay, we'll do an eyes closed, hands up. So if everyone can shut their eyes and we'll vote on whether you want to pass this motion. So if you want to pass this motion, please put your hand up. Yeah, to pass it.
If your eyes are closed, you don't know where the hand was.
Hands down. Hands up if you would like this motion not to be passed. Eyes closed, please. And anybody that wants to abstain from voting, please put your hand up. So this motion has been passed. Sorry, George. The final motion of the night before we have a break is going to be done by Caleb, and it's going to be Dan's inaugural address.
I'm back. I promise this one's more fun. So, yay, Cara. Do you want to come up here, Cara? So, long-standing tradition that the president of the society must deliver an inaugural address on a subject chosen by members of the JCR. In recent years, this address has been delivered in Spanglish. It's a tradition. I have no idea the origins. Do we have an origin? Sounds about right. Yes, Dan can't speak Spanish, it's going to be fun. So we've mandated that the president of the society must deliver an address on circuses in Spanglish.
Does anyone have any questions to this motion?
Do you know what the word for circus is in Spanish?
Oi, you're proposing it, you should know.
Oh. You speak Spanish? Does anyone know? Well, anyways, we'll move on. Nobody knows.
I, as a member of the JCR, heard the Honourable Mr. President speak in French, and it was, dare I say, a little bit sexy. Could we maybe potentially have the president do it in Franglish?
Thank you, Rue.
That's an amendment, Rue, not a question.
Like, is this a possibility? Could you do this? Yes, that's an amendment. Ask the president if you can do this.
Any other questions? Does anyone have any amendments to this motion? Sarah?
Point of information, circus is El Circo.
El Circo. Thank you so much.
Yes, Rue?
Having discovered that the president can in fact speak Franglish, can we extend it? He does speak best of Franglish.
Yeah, we can put this, but you have to do it to a vote. Does anyone have any questions on Rue's amendment? Does anyone have any questions on this amendment? That the president will deliver his inaugural address in Franglish. Matilda? El Cirque. No, the Cirque. Yes, Rory?
I have also been informed that the president, however, took 20 credits in Japanese.
That's not a question.
This is again an amendment.
Yeah, this is not an amendment. Are we passing the last amendment, or are we getting rid of it? So the new amendment is that the president will deliver his inaugural address on circuses in Japanese English. Right, does anyone have any questions on this amendment? Anybody have any amendments to this amendment? Anybody have any opposition to this amendment? Can we pass this amendment on a general eye? Aye. So we've got more questions on, more amendments on the current one. So the current motion as it stands is that the president will deliver his inaugural address on circuses in Japanese/English. Does anybody have any amendments to this? Does anybody have any opposition to this? Yes.
1.2.
Next meeting. Is there any opposition to this motion? Can we pass this motion on a general aye? Aye. Right, it is break time. You've got a 15-minute break. Be back here for 8:30. Please go to the toilet, please get drinks, and I'll see you at 8:30. Thank you.
I don't think so. I think it's going to stay like, hi guys, I think it's going to sit like that. Or do you stop it? I don't know. Come on, publicity officer.
I don't know. Hi, MK. Hi, Abby.
Are you just leaving it?
Bye, guys. We will be back.